Hello Cancer, Cancer Rising and Cancer Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting November 6th, 2017. And a quick reminder for all of you Cancerian people out there, remember, if you ever want to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on with your astrology this week? Well, on Thursday, we've got the Sun in Scorpio in your 5th house of love and romance and your relationships with your kids, forming a charming sextile to Pluto in your 7th house of partnerships, your closest one-on-one relationships. Remember, that's your boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, husband, wife, business partner, roommate, all of those people. And the 7th house talks about a commitment. And when I'm saying commitment, you know, I mean commitment in the true definition, dictionary definition of the word commitment, not cosmo commitment. And when we have the Sun sextile to Pluto, there's a new rule or a new commitment made between you and a partner, or perhaps you and somebody you're dating. And this could be a commitment that you guys have actually been waiting to get off the ground. This could be a week where some of you do become official, if that's already been a discussion, or official, exclusive, monogamous, or whatever official is to y'all. This can also be a really, really nice aspect for those of you that are trying to perhaps cement some kind of creative partnership. Whether it's getting an independent business off the ground or going into a creative partnership with another creative person to see where that will go. Again, that will have its opportunity to, you know, have its day in the sun and be set in stone, and a lot of those conversations will be happening around Thursday. On Saturday, we've got Saturn, planet of restrictions and boundaries, and sometimes, you know, some pressure, in Sagittarius, in your 6th house of work, reputation, and physical health, forming a very strong trine to Uranus, currently in your 10th house of career. And this is about bringing order to chaos. And it looks like in your situation, it may be bringing order to chaos in a situation where a lot of you may have lost control of your schedule, or perhaps lost control of your career direction or your work direction. I'm not saying it has to be financially chaotic, but sometimes we just don't know where we're going on the job. You know, we don't know where our next promotion's coming from. We don't know when our next training opportunity is coming from. We don't know where the next, what our schedule's going to look like next week or next month. Well, we're bringing some order to chaos here, and this actually is a restriction that works in your favor. So Saturn's using its energies of restriction for you to impose a restriction on them, so to speak. Whoever them is, whoever they are, the ones who, you know, are creating that chaos, whether it's an unpredictable workload, an unpredictable schedule, this is all going to be working out in your favor. And I do think, again, this will actually, again, put you back on track with the career or work trajectory with, you know, the company you're looking at or the company you're working for in a better way. So, you know, again, Saturn can be a good thing. It can be done. For your spiritual advice, when it comes to your cards, we do have the card of the Moon. And the Moon in this deck is very, very different. The Moon is talking about being a beacon. As you can see with the text, you will be guided through darkness. So again, the Moon in this is not the same as the Moon in the Tarot, for those of you who know the Tarot. And with the Moon in this deck, we do have, again, some kind of intervention. Some kind of paved path being created for you by another. Usually when we have the Moon, it's talking about, again, getting something under control or turning on a light where it's, you know, we've been kept in the dark, very much like that Saturn trine Uranus. And this week, the important thing to pay attention to is when you're being guided through something, or, you know, you have that cue to, it's time to go, it's time to take this road. Take it. Don't wait for the next cloud to cover up the Moon. Don't wait for the Moon to go down and try and stumble around in the dark. It's, you know, sometimes we're not done processing something. We're not done trying to figure something out. We're not done trying, you know, fumbling about. And when we have our way to go, you know, when the light is shown, you don't go, okay, now wait a minute. My ego is still invested in playing with this Rubik's Cube. No, put down the damn cube and go. Okay, that's how sassy these cards make me sometimes. I hope that's okay. But I think the message got through. All right. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we've got the Hierophant card upright. Again, another rule being made in your favor. This could actually be a rule being made in your favor by somebody very, very official. Maybe not even something from a direct superior, but possibly a new policy being brought about through the organization or corporation that you work for. If you work for yourself, this could actually prove to be something that is brought up with a partnership or a worker-client relationship or a business-client relationship that again does actually prove to be the big win-win for you. There could be a big change in policy around, again, pay, around work schedule, work order, and whatnot. For those of you who are looking for new work, the Hierophant card upright does indicate that this could be the week where we decide to move forward in our interview process and start talking about offers and negotiations. And it looks like some evolution is definitely happening with that job hunt and job search there. And there may actually be a change of rules or a change in policy that works in your favor going on at the company that you are actually currently trying to get that work with. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we've got the World card reversed. And the World card reversed is kind of interesting because it does talk about unfinished business needing to be done over again or finally wrapped up. This may be with a friend or a relative that we've kind of had to leave hanging for whatever reason, right? With the World card reversed, it's sort of saying, look, there's something that we probably left somebody holding the bag, or we put something on the back burner, right? The World card reversed can show up here as this could actually be a second chance to actually have something realize its true potential as well, whether it's, again, a dream project you've been working on, whether it's something for the home, like a renovation, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a trip, whatever's going on, it's being put back on the table for you to re-examine. And it may be something that you do want to re-examine. Your challenge this week with fire is the Knight of Swords, upright. And the Knight of Swords as a challenge can indicate an individual. And in this case, it could be an individual that has a tendency to really get impassioned about their side, their point of view. And sometimes what happens is they're really trying to champion what they believe is a cause, or their own little army. Okay, you see a lot of that, of course, nowadays when it comes to, say, politics and religion and things like that. It's kind of like people want to be the acting representative of a whole community, but the problem is with the Knight of Swords as a challenge is they're thinking more about, again, these broad, sweeping ideas and thoughts. They're not actually making up their own mind. They're not operating as an individual. And this week, this could be a problem. Okay, this could be an ideological argument with a friend or a relative or possibly even a romantic partner if he or she happens to be an air sign, an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, or somebody with those qualities. Because again, it's okay to have those ideological, conflicts and things like that, but I think it's the way we handle them. And if a person can't stand on their own 2 feet because they're kind of thinking more about the collective hive mind that goes with it, whatever side they're on, it can be hard to have that argument with them. The important thing with the Knight of Swords, though, there's always a lesson. We don't need to win somebody over to our side of thinking. We just need to find out how both our sides can get along. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Queen of Coins. They call it coins. I'm used to saying pentacles, and I almost said Coins of Pentacles at the same time. The Queen of Pentacles upright. Beautiful card for love and romance, because a lot of you single Cancerian people may be actually finding a very compelling individual, most likely an earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. Cancers and Virgos get along great. Cancers and Tauruses get along great. So we're all good there. And with the Queen of Pentacles, we tend to see somebody who is very much all about that, I like to get my own hands dirty kind of attitude. We've got that self-made man or self-made woman in the Queen of Pentacles. We have somebody who's definitely more salt of the earth coming your way if you'll have them. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Queen of Pentacles could indicate a partner actually deciding to take a matter into their own hands this week that they could actually do better than anyone else that you guys have been trying to get to do for you. The Queen of Pentacles could also indicate perhaps actually some interesting news financially coming through a partner with something that they have actually been, again, working on with their own hands, perhaps a personal project or a hobby of theirs that suddenly has a chance to become lucrative. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.